This is ANN News Brief.
Good morning, I'm Lucy Adeyemi. Amnesty International said on Thursday Egypt's intensified crackdown on dissent had made the country more dangerous than ever for peaceful critics of the government. The report was released by the human rights body ahead of the 8th anniversary of the 2011 uprising that led to the ouster of longtime ruler Hosni Mubarak. Amnesty International says more than 100 persons were arrested last year for peacefully expressing their views. Amnesty International says the space for dissent is being crushed out of existence. Allah Abed, head of the Human Rights Committee in the Egyptian parliament, said earlier last year that Egypt holds at least 30,000 prisoners in pre-trial detention. Human Rights Watch says most of the 48,000 former residents of the Libyan town of Taweger, who were forcibly displaced for 7 years, have not been able to return home. The rights group reports that despite reconciliation agreement that should have paved the way for Tawegians' return, the massive and deliberate destruction of the town and its infrastructure and a pervasive feeling of insecurity have kept all but a few families from returning. The report also says satellite imagery has shown that militia from nearby city of Misrata, who controlled Taweger, have decimated the city's underground cables and may have even stolen them. Human Rights Watch also says the militia ensured a systematic destruction of the city to ensure the displaced would be unable to return. The group has called on the government of National Accord to devise a strategy to safely return the Tawegians to their home. It also recommends that the government rebuild the city and ensure security and accountability for militia members and commanders responsible for deliberate displacement and destruction. The group also recommends that the International Criminal Court should consider possible war crimes and crimes against humanity against the Taweger community as part of its ongoing investigative efforts to address grave abuses in Libya. Stay with us to be back after this short break.
This used to be me. But that was before I got the perfect bag. It's handy and easy to use. All I need in one compact space, just like my MTN Extra Value plan. I used to get one plan for my calls and then try to remember which data plan worked for me. Roaming was a totally different ballgame. Not anymore. I've got the MTN Extra Value all-in-one plan. If you're a data buff like me, you get extra data with some talk time. And if you like to make calls, you get extra talk time with some data. And when I'm abroad, I automatically browse, chat, and call right on the same plan. MTN Extra Value was made just for me.
More of data or calls, whichever one you prefer. MTN Extra Value is made just for you.
Ugandan police has announced on Thursday the expulsion of another foreigner working for telecom giant MTN following the deportation of 2 expatriate staff earlier this week. An Italian citizen, Elsa Mussolini, the company's general manager in Uganda, was questioned on incitement to violence while she worked at the company. Police spokesperson Fred Naga says Mussolini was forced out of the country on Wednesday. Mussolini told her staff in a message her deportation was as a result of accusations that she had made campaign donations last year to opposition figure Bobi Wine against the proposed social media tax. She is the 3rd MTN expatriate employee to be thrown out of Uganda this week. MTN had complained of ill treatment in recent months by Ugandan authorities. The company said it had complained to Ugandan authorities last July when armed men claiming to be from Uganda's internal security organization kidnapped 2 of its contractors and forced them to open up the company's main data center, where they made an unsuccessful attempt to access servers. That's ANN News Brief. Thanks for watching. For details on these and other stories, visit our website, annafrica.net. Also join the conversation on Facebook, facebook.com/ANN Africa TV, Instagram and Twitter at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Adeyemi.